Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Engineering 101, your little black book to get through engineering in only 4 years, alive and thriving. I am Prerna Amarnani, the head of administration of SWE and we are presenting to you this interview series where we are going to interview some of the most amazing and talented girls of the graduating batch of Cummins College of Engineering. Today we have with us Sejal Shroff. Sejal is a passionate computer science graduate from Cummins, placed as a technology consultant at PwC, aspiring to bring a change in the society by using her creativity and innovation. Let's get to know more about Sejal through this interview. Hi Sejal, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us something about yourself.
Okay, so I thank you for the great introduction. I'm Sejal. I'm a science graduate from Cummins, as you all know, and a lot of technologies interest me, like artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, Internet of Things, robotics, web development. I've completed my final year project from IIT Bombay in the domain of compilers, and also an internship at Siemens. I worked as a summer intern at Siemens. I was a final phase qualifier at the ET Campus Stars 2018-19. Also, I presented a project. I showcased myself in the ETIN Pratibha Excellence Award, wherein we were asked to work on different problem statements and come up with solutions for ETIN. So my problem statement in that over there was to find security challenges and the solutions with Google Home and Amazon Alexa. So that was the thing I worked on. I also represented Cummins College in the ABU Robocon 2018, which is a national robotics contest. I secured an All India rank of 35 in the National Creativity Aptitude Test, NCAT, which was in the second round, which was held at Ahmedabad. Along with that, I was a secretary of CSI for Cummins chapter in my third year, and I'm still working as the secretary for the college of CSI. And I like dance, drawing, playing badminton, traveling, reading books. I'm a classical dancer and learning Kathak since the past 12 years. Also, I'm fluent with German and a little bit of Japanese. So I have my inclination towards learning various languages. Currently, I'm also a website coordinator for the Rotaract Club of Pune Mid East, which, for the Rotary International Year 2020-21. And I'm a proud Rotaractor. So yeah, I also work for Bhumi. I like teaching kids maths because maths has always been my passion. And currently we are conducting online classes. But the satisfaction that I get and the smile on the kids' faces really makes me happy. Yeah, so that's it.
Wow, that's amazing. We have so much to get inspired from. So, so about this lockdown period, surely you had too much time on your hands. So what did you do during the lockdown period?
Well, I tried to make the lockdown very productive as well as enjoyable. And nobody knew the lockdown would be so long. But yes, as and how it went, I kept learning new things. I brushed up my coding skills, did some Coursera courses. I also moved from mistakes to perfection in my dance, as we used to have Zoom classes, and that was really a good time to work on myself. Um, I also mentored my juniors as a part of the Summer of Learning program, the SOL program, wherein the mentors and the mentees used to take up an online course, MOOCs course, and we used to do them together as well as, so learning was there in this process as well as doubt solving, and yeah, it was a great experience. Um, Also, I watched the famous epics, Rama and Mahabharat, learned some life lessons from there, learned to cook a few dishes, made drawings, paintings, binge watching movies. Also, our project work was completed during that phase. in the initial months. So we also participated in a lot of project competitions. And since it was a research project, the challenge was the challenge was to convince the coordinators and the audience about how tough it was. Like we encountered a lot of challenges in this research project, and so we could showcase it, but we also learned a lot from how to present ourselves and how to be more convincing. So that was there. Along with that, I kept myself into yoga, meditation. I did the 21-day meditation challenge, which was in a bus that time. And yes, so mostly I tried to be myself more productive and learned a lot of new things and improved on coding.
Wow, that's great. So surely you've been very productive in the lockdown.
Yes.
For our next segment, let's get down to the basics. What made you choose engineering?
Okay, so maths and science were my favorite subjects right from school. And I decided to take up the same fields in my junior college. And computer science I took as a bifocal subject just to explore how it was. And indeed, I found it really very interesting. And so actually that became my career. So I actually wanted to explore more technologies and ideas to solve common man problems. And I think this was the best way to uh, make the world a better place to live in using tech. So that's how I entered this field. And yeah, I like to study on how things work at the back end, what exactly goes into it, because right now the buzz is about AI. So I'm happy to be in this field and discover more things.
Okay. So, do you remember your first day at CCW? Like, what did you do on your first day?
Yes, the first day was quite memorable and a great one. First of all, it was a bit awkward to see all girls around because I had landed up in a girls' college for the first time. बचपन से co-ed में ही थे, so I was used to the typical environment. But yeah, it was okay to see all the girls around. I made quite new friends because I'm a very open person. The typical newbies, as they have introductions on the first day, we had that. There was a buzz about the 12th scores, the JE scores, CT, and all that. We got to know and our teachers. Our class teacher was, I guess, Jyoti Prasad ma'am. So yeah, the introduction, how the divisions were getting allotted, the new subjects, timetable, all of that was happening. And the best part was that we could go home early. So yeah, it was a nice short day.
Yeah, I'm sure going home early makes our day.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure that lots of juniors are watching this video as well, and some of them are in their first year of engineering. So, can you tell them what did you do in your first year of engineering? What all activities did you participate in, or something you did in the first year?
Okay, so first year went in understanding the curriculum, the academics of engineering, and so that was made smooth for us. We were the first autonomous batch, so everything was getting experimented on us. But yeah, thankfully it was great. It went smooth. I participated in a lot of workshops on augmented reality, virtual reality, the Python programming workshop by Pi Ladies. So all these workshops used to be organized by our seniors. And since I like to participate and learn from these things, we used to register. Me and my friends would go for all these. And we watched how our seniors taught us the different technologies. So other than that, I also participated in the Tech Fest Innovation. In fact, I also attended the PICT Tech Fest called Credence. And it was a nice experience to compete with students from other colleges. In first year, I think I performed all the dance styles, like Western for Gandhar class dance, then We had this Dandiya night where I performed Garba Dandiya, and also the cultural program. I performed classical in Abhijat. So yeah, I actually was on stage for many times in my first year. So it was a mix of technical and cultural events, and I explored a lot of things at CCW.
So you had a really fun first year.
Yes.
That's amazing. So tell us about the online courses you've done and what role did they play in your engineering life?
Okay, so I've done a couple of online courses. Um, the first one I would like to start with is the Quark Summer Technical Projects. So that is offered by BITS Pilani Goa. And the students from second, third, fourth years from BITS Pilani, they mentor students from across the country. And I was one such student to take up the project. So they teach us different technologies, different topics, both in the tech, non-tech backgrounds. So I had taken up one on blockchain, wherein I managed to make a project on smart contract and deploying it to the Ethereum test network. So this was a small project that I did as a part of it. Also, the popular machine learning course I've done by Andrew Ng, wherein he explains different concepts from scratch without using any libraries, and the basic terminologies are really understood well from there. I was also a part of the Bluetooth Low Energy BLE programming course at IoT.in, so which is the e-cell of COAP. And so there my group thought of implementing the QBeacon. So QBeacon is like a micro location solution using Bluetooth technology. And we thought of implementing it in a shopping store. So like when customers enter, it flashes or the greetings, promotion, and other information on their phones using their current location. So this was a small solution, and we thought of implementing more such BLE applications. I've done Robocon as a part of my second year. So Robocon really gave me an opportunity to think from an implementation point of view to actually make ideas work. And it was a really nice experience to be at Valevadi for 5 days and witness the different robots, different how the robots from different colleges work and having the same problem statement. So it was a nice experience, and I got interested in robotics from then on. So the advice that I would like to give here to my juniors is that you should not focus on, I mean, learning is one aspect of all these courses and experiences, but you should also focus on turning ideas into projects. And be it a small project, you can later make it a big project, but you should actually do projects on what you've learned, and that's how you can solve real world problems. So don't do them just for the certificate sake. That is always there with you. No one will be checking it. But whatever knowledge you get, be sure you maintain it and you use it somewhere definitely. So yeah, that will be beneficial for all.
So implementation is the most important.
Yes.
So tell us, what did you enjoy the most in your 4 years at Cummins? That one memorable experience.
Okay, so Cummins, being a Cummins student, Cummins site, I think Gandhar was the one I cherished the most. And yeah, the memories formed in those 4 years will really be close to my heart. We formed some amazing memories. It's the best time you spend with friends, full of joy. Uh, yeah, so a college fest will really be missed. And yeah, I think Robocon was also another experience in my 4 years where I got to learn a lot, be it teamwork or be it the technical consistency or the sacrifices, the struggles that we had. Yeah.
Okay. So I think you've talked about this, but still we can elaborate on this topic and tell us, were you a part of any of the college clubs and what work did you do with those?
Yeah, so I was a part of numerous clubs. Um, Code Club, I would say I was a member in the beginning, but later I joined the core team as a coordinator. We used to organize different coding workshops and competitions for students. Then the TED Club, I was a part of the TED Club also, where we were going to host a TEDx event in our college. And I actually saw how the licensing and everything goes on before actually having a TEDx event, a TED event first and then a TEDx event, because it needs a lot of licensing and all. So I got to experience that. Um, then the TechBiz Club. TechBiz Club was founded by my junior Shriya. So she actually used to have really very interactive discussions and debates on tech. And that's how I joined the TEDx Club as well. Then the other clubs like Astronomy Club, Dance Club, Debate Club. In the Debate Club, we used to have MUN, so MUN, we used to have that, Model United Nations. And I was once a delegate of Denmark, so I actually studied the problem statement from the point of view of Denmark. And so that was a good for my debate, for improving my debating and oratory skills. Also Mozilla Club, Google Developers Club. So all these clubs were from our very close seniors. So we saw how they actually conduct them and talk to students, teach them. And these skills I applied in my third year, where I actually was into more event management and as a CSI secretary for Cummins. So we organized a lot of events like project competitions. Then, so like small problem statements were given to students and they came up with really interesting solutions. We had a panel discussion with a few of the experts. And we also had a CSI school visit. So where we went to a nearby rural school and we taught them how, what a computer is and all the basics of computers. So it was a small team and we really enjoyed this.
That's great. So you've been part of numerous clubs. You must have got to
Yeah.
learn so much from that.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to the next question. So during your 4 years of college, did you face any challenges? And if yes, how did you overcome them?
Well, yeah, there were a few challenges I faced. So the major one was regarding competitive programming, because we got introduced to this quite late and we were new to it. We didn't know much, but then I explored few platforms and I'm still working on it. So competitive programming is basically where you need to really practice a lot. And we used to look at a lot of other students from other colleges who are really good at it. So that was, I think, a drawback for many of us. And when we got to know about it, we started working in that direction. We started practicing. I think hackathons and other competitions are a good way of practicing such competitive programming. And I think it's needed for all branches. So guys, do competitive programming a lot whenever you find time. It's fun and as well as challenging, but it helps you in the long run.
Yeah.
Also, there used to be like doing so many activities, there were some clashes, like two or more things getting scheduled at the same time, and then a bit becoming a bit hectic for me. But then I learned to give priority to one of them and finding alternatives to cope up with whatever was missed. So that's how I managed doing a lot of things at the same time.
Yeah, so true. So tell us about your favorite courses in your college.
Okay, so I like maths from the beginning since childhood. So engineering mathematics, I think, was the most favorite course for my first year and second year, like all the three parts. Um, where I actually got an outstanding grade in all three. So yeah, that shows my dedication and commitment. And also our teachers taught us this subject very well. So yeah, then there was physics, classical quantum physics by Atle sir. Atle sir is really an amazing teacher, and he made it extremely fun for us. He had unique ways of teaching us, and that made it very enjoyable. Then coming to the second year onwards, we had some CS specific subjects like data structures. I liked it because it's actually the basis for everything. One needs to know data structures, and there are small YouTube videos also on data structures. So I used to watch them, and that really got me interested in this. Also, the tutorials helped a lot. So we used to have regular tutes, and that was helpful. Then operating systems, I liked microprocessor architectures. I liked the lab part of it. Then in the third year, we had design and analysis of algorithms. So that was a really interesting subject for me as far as the optimization is concerned and the algorithmic um, challenges. We had AI/ML, so artificial intelligence and machine learning. It also interested me. I took up an elective statistics and computer science. So that was also well done. And this year, in my last year, we had the most interesting subject was network and information security. So that was taught by Mengai sir, and he really made it very interactive, made us explore new things. The laboratory part of it was also nice, and he actually made us do it ourselves and like explore on your own and do it and come to me for doubts. So that was his attitude, and I think this is really appreciated because when we move out of our comfort zone, that is when we actually learn and apply things. So one should actually do this, going out of your comfort zone, yeah, and trying something new.
That's great. So let's talk about your internships and projects. So can you elaborate something on that?
Yeah. So projects, as I've discussed before, internships. The one I got through college campus was at Siemens, and it was excellent working on their live project. I worked in the domain of MEANstack, so which is MongoDB, Express, Angular, and Node. And we used to have regular meetings. The agile teams were formed, adopting the Scrum framework for software development. So all this was new to me. We had learned it only in books, but when I actually went there, I got an experience of all this. And I used to also participate in the various ongoing corporate events, networking with different professionals. So that was a fun part for 2 months. I also interned at Conterra Engineering Private Limited. So this internship I did along with my Robocon in second year. And that was the first corporate experience for me. So me and two of my other friends, we would design small programs using RFID. So it was in the domain of radio frequency wireless communication. And it was also their live project. So we designed small programs using NRF 24L01 modules. So yeah, that was also challenging for us as we were new to all this, but yeah, we did a fair amount of work. Then also one of my marketing internships I didn't actually give so much time, but I just wanted to experience how the marketing field is for me. So there was this Niru app which was launched by one of our seniors, and which helps you to connect with your neighborhood up to the some radius of 10 kilometers or something. And we had to promote this app. We had to make people download it and use it, explore it. So it gave me a chance to prove my convincing skills and marketing skills. But yeah, I didn't enjoy that much because it became a burden for us later on that you have to complete so and so downloads and all. But yeah, so I left it, but it was great to explore this domain also.
So basically, you've done internship in many domains.
Yeah, but I think the marketing domain was not that well suited for me. I think technical is better.
Yeah, but that's how you learn. You experience things and then you get to learn what's
Yes,
best suited for you.
yes, true.
Okay. So, what do you plan after graduation? Tell us something about that.
Okay, so right now I'm planning to work and get a fair amount of experience for a couple of years in the corporate world. And then I plan to do my MTech in computer science, but the tech stack is not yet decided. From India only, I don't wish to go abroad. So from some reputed institute in India, from the IITs or yeah, a good one. So that will help me be more proficient, be more knowledgeable in my domain of computer science.
That's great. So, I'm going to ask you a very cliched question now. Where do you see yourself
Okay.
in the next 5 years?
Okay. So I see myself as the CEO of some company, but this is a very made up answer, not really. I wish to stay focused on my goals as well as the company goals to deliver the best, learning from the best. And I see myself as a knowledgeable professional having in depth knowledge of the company, of the industry, learning new skills, improving my knowledge, and trying on interesting projects to advance my career. Along with all this, I wish to be a good individual, be helpful as I am right now. You guys are open to me for any questions. I'll always give the best possible advice. And yeah, so keeping up, balancing work life, having work life balance, and yeah, enjoying life.
Great. So, you have your goals set out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, last but not the least, what advice do you have for the juniors?
Okay. So I tell my juniors to practice, practice, and practice. So focus on your basics, master your basics well, know your domain specific subjects. Um, do go out of the box, participate in hackathons, um, different competitions, because that will give you an edge over others. Like you'll get to know how people execute ideas, what all they do, how other students are learning. So, and not just be in your own Cummins world. So go and explore other opportunities out there, be open to them. um, I would also say that start specializing in your field. So in your field, in a topic of your field. So like suppose cybersecurity. So from the beginning, be into it. Whatever related to it comes up, take it, so that you have better demand in the market if you are specialized in some field and not just having the basic qualification. So I think that you should start thinking in your area of interest. um, have an approach towards problem solving and logic, if not the complete solution. So this will help you for your interviews as well. Having confidence, presence of mind, and believe in yourself. Um, yeah, keep watching different webinars, YouTube videos. There are a lot of other international events going on. So do watch all of these motivating talks, and yeah, keep exploring the internet. There's a lot of stuff on there. There are amazing books also, so you can ask me for any specific book you need. I can recommend a lot of good books. um, uh, Apart from all this, be regular with your college. So that was one thing which helped me also. I was a consistent student for all 4 years. And I think the notes and the quality that your professors teach, you won't find it anywhere. So be regular with work, college work, and approach your professors, ask them doubts, and don't keep questions in your mind, keep answering them, keep finding solutions. And apart from that, in general, I feel that there's a lot of talent, there's a lot of energy, potential among the youth of today. So to bring some change in the society. So I think we need to really change the world, make it more smarter through technology and innovation. So keep learning, innovating, progressing towards your goal. Be consistent in your efforts. So consistency is the key. Whatever you're doing, if you do it consistently, you'll definitely achieve it. Never lose hope. Believe in yourself. Work hard. Work smart. And yeah, celebrate life, because that's all life is about.
It's great. It was great talking to you today, Sejal, and thank you so much for sharing your
Yeah,
experiences with everyone.
thank you. Thank you.
And
I really thank Sri for this opportunity. I'm really feeling lucky and blessed to have you guys interview me and have a talk with you all. It was really a pleasure talking to you all. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I hope my juniors get a few takeaways from my experience, and I'm always open to any advice that you want.
thank you so much. It was great having you today. And to everyone who's watching, thank you so much for watching. And I'm sure Sejal will be open to any doubts you guys have in the future. Yeah. So
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you.